You want to learn how to make fresh homemade salsa. That's how you found this. So did I. I could not find it anywhere on YouTube. 1,000 videos on how to make fresh homemade salsa, but none of them called out 100% natural raw ingredients. By raw, I mean no canned, no packaged, nothing. Just 100% straight from the garden. I'm vegan, and this isn't my normal type of video. Just wanted to save other people like me the energy of having to search. So here we go. Here's what I'm using for the ingredients. I want to make this fast as possible because your time is valuable and so is mine. Just in case your house has mosquitoes because there's a little pond out in the front yard, you're gonna need a mosquito zapper thing. All right, here's what you want. 1 jalapeno, 1.5 serrano, 1/4 of a lime, 1.5 garlic clove, 3 tomatoes, 1/2 of a white onion, and then washed cilantro. Try to go organic. And then what I do at the end, after it's all blended, 2 teaspoons, so 2 of these scoops, and it was perfect. Maybe 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. It's very important the type of blender you use. They say food processor is the best, and I absolutely believe it, but we don't have one. We have a badass Vitamix blender. I could throw my iPhone in there and blend it into powder. What I do is I put it on basically 1, and then I pulse it. You push it on, as soon as you let go, it stops. I tap it maybe 10 times. This thing's so strong. I cut the serrano little pieces. Don't get too OCD, just cut them into pieces. They're about 1/4 inch long each. Boom. Keep the seeds in there if you like it spicy. I cut the garlic, maybe 1/8 inch. And if you want to get crazy, cut it long ways, but not all the way where it breaks, and then cut it, and it'll break into smaller pieces. Garlic in there. Cilantro. Fold it in half. Boom, cut it. Take it again, just pinch the majority of it. Just hold it. Cut it again. The onion, you want to cut this as fast as you can so you don't get teary-eyed. If you're smart, you have a fan like this, and you turn it on high. That'll suck all the onion over into it and blow it away. But if I turn that fan on, it's gonna be so loud you won't hear the audio. So I'm gonna do this really fast so I don't cry. Boom, boom. Now the jalapeno. Again, if you want, you cut it long ways, but don't break it. You keep a little piece, and then start cutting. And cut towards the piece, 1/4 inch. The reason I'm cutting it is so that the blender does less work. You want it a little chunky, you don't want it liquefied. Keep the seeds. Tomatoes, cut it in half, but not till it breaks, and then do it again, just cut. Or you know what we could do? We could do it break. The onion is starting to burn my freaking eyeballs. Cut it in half. Oh, it burns. Because this is all pre-cut, the blender does less work, which means less risk of liquefying it. Now, if you had a food processor, I've never used one, I don't know how well that works, but you might not need to do any pre-cutting, but I'm just doing what I did last time, and it was the best salsa ever. The onion got me. So now I take the lime. It's about 1/4 of an average size lime. You just gut it. You get all that pulp. Like that. How do I never cut myself? When I was like 17, I was working in 2005 at a flower shop with my girlfriend at the time. And I watched the guy, the Mexican guy, really nice guy, cut the flowers when he did the arrangements. Never cut himself. The trick is to just it just, I guess because it's so close to your thumb, there's not a lot of momentum to cut yourself. I don't know. Don't cut yourself. Boom, pulp. That's fresh pulp. You're not gonna get all of it. Don't worry about that. Honestly, I probably spent about 10 minutes, but because of filming and trying to get all the visual good and audio good, it's taking a little longer. But this normally should take about no more than 15 minutes. The tricky part is not turning this into water by over blending it. I put this stuff, the salt and pepper, in super last. I don't know what the difference is between last and super last, but here we go. On, lid. Again, 1, you want it super low, and pulse. Shake it. Shake it. Shake. Let's see what it looks like. It's starting to look like salsa, man. That cilantro does wonders. Woo! The Serrano is burning my nose. That's why I'm tearing right now. Oh. Back to the pulse. See, I held that a little too long. One more. That's it. That should be good. See, that looks good. Some salt is saltier than other salt. This is Himalayan pink salt, and it's not as salty as some other salts, but that's why I'm using 2 teaspoons. If you have super potent salt, you might want 1 or 1.5. 1. I'm gonna put 1.5, so I could always add more. And then black pepper. Okay, back to the machine. Here we go. That should be it. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna pour it in. There's some air bubbles in there. The air bubbles will go away. Let's do a taste test. Brand new bag of chips. Taste test. Let me mix it up a little. Very good. Here we go. It looks great. Take a little off. I'm very picky with the ratio of salsa to chip. Wow. 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 That has so much life in it. It went from instant tomato flavor, and that immediately dissolved into a pepper flavor. Not black pepper, but like the serrano. And then the cilantro kicked in. And then the aftertaste is a little garlicky. In that order. There's just so much. It's like electric, it's alive compared to the store-bought. The store-bought's good, amazing, it's my favorite kind. Anyway, I could eat this whole thing in like 2 days. It's huge, look at this. That's a lot. I think it's a little more than the store for about the same price. Just about 20 minutes of your time. This is great food for being vegan. I hate tomatoes too. I hate raw tomato. When I used to eat pizza, I loved it. Spaghetti, I love the sauce. Salsa, just raw tomato. And they're so nutritious. So this is actually good that it's forcing me to eat raw tomato. I don't even know I'm eating it. Wow. You know, Nyjah Houston, the best skater in the world, who might be surpassed by Yuto, was vegan until he was like 18 or something.
And I really believe that vegan lifestyle being brought up helped him become who he is or was. Then he cut off the dreads, quit eating vegan, covered himself in tattoos. I think it's his way of saying, I'm a grown person, woo woo. I don't even want to eat this. This tastes like spaghetti sauce now. This tastes like spaghetti sauce after tasting homemade. Homemade is the shit. Bomb. All right, I'm out. Enjoy it. It's the only video I could find on YouTube that you're now watching without any canned ingredients. Bye.